Have you ever dreamed of writing a book, or perhaps you have already penned one down, but you hit a roadblock when thinking about formatting it for Amazon KDP? I may just have the answer for you. Hello home bosses, my name is Nuria Corby from thehomeboss.com. Welcome to my channel, which is all about helping you to make an income online from self-publishing. You know me best for teaching people how to make low-content books like planners, journals, logbooks, and also children's picture books. And not long ago, I shared my journey with my debut non-fiction book, an exciting time for me to say the least. To get those books looking just right, I used Atticus and the results were fantastic. But now there is a new software that just launched that is an amazing tool that can format your books and more. It's called Dibbly Create and it's an amazing tool for authors to streamline the content creation process. It's not just a book formatter, it's an all-in-one hub for content creators. This app not only helps you format your masterpiece, but also brings collaborative editing with AI perks and a handy portal to connect with freelancers for those finishing touches. And for those wondering, it's been created by the lovely people behind The Urban Writers, a renowned platform serving authors with cover designs, editing, ghostwriting, and more. You may have heard of them already. So let me just give you a glimpse inside the software, and the best thing about it, there is actually a free version of this as well. So you can start using this and just see how you get on. And I just thought this was a really useful software to have for writers and also for just content creation. If you're making low content books, you still have to write your book description, your book blurb, and social media posts and that kind of thing. So that can all be done in one place now. So let me show you around the software a little bit. So once you log in, you can see the dashboard, and if you are just starting with Dibbly, then this will be empty, but I've already used it a little bit to see how it works, and my projects are here, and you can start a new project by clicking here, New Project, or you can have a look at the left-hand side menu. So you've got My Projects, and that's where everything is located, everything you're working with. You can create folders, which I haven't done yet. This one is very interesting as well. These are templates that you can use, so you can do German translations, plot outlines, book descriptions, ebooks, SEO, non-fiction outline, Spanish translation, and a fiction blurb. And this is really handy because everything is all in one place as you're creating your book. This is where your trash ends up, and there are your settings and a help center. There is a really good walkthrough video on their website that you can look at, and it teaches you exactly how to use everything. I'm only going to walk through it very quickly with you so you get an idea of what this software can do. And let's start a new project. We can either start here, ebook, or we can click on the top hand side, and as you can see, there's already a copyright page already done for you. You can of course change this to fit your own copyright page. You can write your introduction directly into Dibbly, and you can do the headings, and then you just carry on with your chapters. I'll just show you an example that I did earlier. So I'll just go back onto Dibbly and we'll go into my projects, and I've got one here for my book. So I used the ebook template, and I've got my copyright page, and then the introduction has the introduction for my book that's already published, but I just wanted to show you what this would look like here, and it's ready formatted for you. But the other thing you can do is you can also highlight a section of your text, and then you've got more things you can do. You can edit it, make some words bold, or change the styling of it. And the other really good thing is this little character here called Kip, and Kip can either help you rewrite this or it can correct your grammar. So it really does everything in one place, and I find this kind of feature really helpful. And the other thing that I enjoy about this is the notes. So whatever you're writing, you can just make a note, and this will not be printed in your book. This is just for you, but it's really helpful for fiction writers or non-fiction writers, because often we want to add notes or we want to have notes handy, so you don't have to switch from this software to Word or to Google Docs. You can just do it all within this platform, and I find that a really good feature. And then once you have written your book, you can export, and you can do that by either going here, export project, or you can also go on these 3 dots and then you can export here as well. So let's click on export here, and this brings up another formatting tool, so you can then create your title page. And I know the company is adding a lot more to it, so I think this is really interesting. You can go in and format further, and then once you're done you can click export and it exports it in the file that you need. You can export it as a Word doc and upload it to Amazon, and they're also going to introduce PDF downloads, and I think they're also working on the EPUB files. And I just find it really intuitive and easy to use. So if you want to do any more editing, you go back to your project, and then, like I said earlier, you can just highlight and then deal with different things. You can change the styling, you can do all different things that you can do on any formatting tool. You can also edit it by clicking this plus sign and then insert things. You can insert images, links, tables. There's all sorts of formatting that you can do in your editor. And the other thing you can do is use their AI integration, and there's this little character Kip, so all you have to do is click on him and he says, how can I help you with your writing? So you can rewrite this paragraph or you can grammar correct it. Let's click on that first. So it says he's working on it. And he says, looks good, no changes needed. So then we can decide what we want to do. If it wasn't good, then we could make the changes. You can delete it, or you can just carry on with something else. And let's try the other option that Kip has given us, which is the rewrite. So we click on that. Describe what style or changes you'd like in the rewrite, but that's optional. You can just generate, but you could tell it to write it in a, I don't know, more professional tone or something like that. And the thing that I like about this is it doesn't change the text, but it crosses out what it changes, and then you see the alternative in green. So instead of saying you may know, it suggests you may recognize me from my YouTube channel. So these are all really good suggestions, and then you can decide which ones you want to change and which ones you want to keep. And the other really cool thing is this. So let me click on note. So I do /Kip and click on that, and then he says, how can I help you with your writing? So you can either write and then ask it different things, or you can brainstorm. And I really like this because when you click brainstorm, it says type your topics or ideas, describe what you want me to help brainstorm. So sometimes when you feel stuck, especially anyone who writes fiction or non-fiction will know what I'm talking about, you can just ask it for ideas. And this is obviously, you can do a lot more with that, but this is just to quickly show you what it can do. So let's say we want ideas for a new children's book. Let's see what Kip can come up with. So we click generate, and here we are. It's suggesting magical adventures in a hidden forest, a group of animal friends solving mysteries, exploring different cultures and traditions around the world. So there's a few ideas already. So I find this really helpful, and it's all in one place. So you can take this now and carry on with maybe brainstorming further, maybe ask it for more suggestions, or maybe ask it if it can help with a character development or with anything like that. So this is really helpful when you're stuck, and it's all in the same place where you are writing your actual book. So this is in the notes, and when you download your book, that will not appear. It will just download the book that you're creating. But as it's all in one place, I find this really helpful because I don't have to go from one program to another program to my Word document or whatever. It's all in one place and I can just write my book, brainstorm, and do all of that in one place. And this is another clever thing that it can do. So let's do another note. I haven't titled this note, but if you want to keep notes, I suggest you give them a title. So this would be idea generation, for example. And then you can go on a different note, add note. So this one has been saved, so you can go back to that one. And let's say you want to promote your book and you want to write a social media post for it. So let's say Facebook post. So we're titling this Facebook post so we can find it easier. And then we ask Kip again. So here's Kip. And we can now say, write. And I'm going to ask Kip to write a social media post for me. So can you write a Facebook post announcing my new children's picture book? I haven't given it enough information. I think you would have to give it more information than that, just to maybe the name of the book and a little bit more. But we're just going to try what it can do just with very little information. So this is actually how I would write my social media posts. Exciting news, I'm thrilled to announce the release of my children's picture book. And then you enter the title. Join me on this magical adventure as we explore a world filled with imagination, laughter, heartwarming characters, and so on. So I think this is really quite good. It is very helpful when you're pushed for time and when you can't think of any ideas and of what to write. This is really useful. And just as I asked it to write a Facebook post, you can then ask it for a Twitter post or anything like that to help you promote your books on social media. And I guess you can also write emails like that, and it can help with so many things. I really like this tool. So this has AI integration in the actual app. And another really cool thing is this little Kip character here. If we click on that, it brings up what else it can do, all the AI tools. So it can generate an outline, a description, research, and you can summarize, you can create an elegant biography for your author. And there are things that they're working on at the moment, which is the plagiarism checker. I think this is really important, an image generator and a title generator. So this is really putting your book creation on steroids, and I just find it really helps with ideas and it just cuts down on your workload. It's a really helpful tool that helps you with the nitty-gritty work, with the more difficult parts of your book creation. You can also chat to Kip by pressing this button here, and this is very similar to ChatGPT, but of course the beauty of this is it's all in the same software, so you can, whatever you're doing, you can access this all at the same time. And the other thing they're doing for this platform is a really good idea, which is going to help you find freelancers for your book. So for example, you're looking for a cover creator, or you're looking for an editor, or you're looking for a designer or an illustrator. There's going to be an integration whereby you ask Kip and it will put you in touch with the right kind of illustrator for your book, or the right kind of editor. And that is all from their Urban Writers platform. So it kind of will be integrated into Dibbly as well. So it will be very, very easy to find an editor or an illustrator right here on your platform. And then what you can do is share this. So you can decide who you want to share this with. So if you have an editor, you can share it with them, and you can then say whether they can edit or whether they can just view, or maybe you want them to comment. So you can decide here and then invite them so that you can share your work and collaborate with people. And the other thing you can do if you're not happy about having Kip helping you, if you want to disable the AI, you can do that here. So you just disable Kip, and that will disable the AI side of this software. And then if you're ready to get Kip back, you just click Enable Keep. So you can decide what you want to do with that. So I've only just started playing with this website and I'm really impressed, I have to say. Having written my book before, and it took me a while to find ways to edit my book and to format it, I think this is really quite good. I think this is a game changer just because it's all on the same site. There is just so much you can do and it's all in one place. I will leave a link below the video to Dibbly so you can have a look at that. And I know they are adding things to the site. It's only just launched, so we're just at the beginning of what this can do. And they are basically, I mentioned them before, the creators of the urban writers, and they used to specialize in putting you in touch with ghostwriters, and then they expanded to other things, to cover creation and so on. And now they've put it all in one place where you can find all of things and also create and format your books on the same platform. And they've got a really interesting blog as well. If you click on there, you find lots of information, which I find really interesting and really useful. There's a little bit about them here, who they are, and I just love what they've done. I think this is such a big help for authors and writers and for content creators, because don't forget, this isn't just for people to write their books with. You can create social media posts, you can create emails, you can create so much content on this site. It's everything you need, from coming up with the ideas to creating an outline to actually writing the book to formatting the book to editing. And it's just got everything. I'm really impressed with this and I can only recommend it. I know it's right at the beginning of where things are. They're still adding things to it all the time, but I think it's pretty good. And the best thing about this is you can sign up for free. There is a free version. Of course, the more you want to do with this, there will be upgrades, and I think I've got the pricing page somewhere. Let's have a look. So there is a pricing page that you can check out. I really recommend that you do try it out for free and see what you think. These kind of things are not for everyone. Sometimes, some people prefer to write things on a notepad. That's absolutely fine. I do that as well. But I have to say I'm not the most technically minded person, and I didn't have a problem using this at all. I found it very easy and intuitive to use. And I think even the pro version is not a lot if you consider everything that it can help you with. So I'll leave a link below this video, and let me know what you think. If you've got any questions, I'll try and answer them. I don't know everything about the platform just yet because I've only just discovered this myself. But leave any questions below and I'll see if I can help. And let me know what you think about this, because to me this is something that's really going to help me, and I'm definitely going to be using this going forward. And check out the Urban Writers platform, who are the people who developed this app. That has really good content on it as well, and can put you in touch, like I said, with editors, with illustrators. It's a really good resource for writers and content creators. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was of interest to you. And if you would like more tips and tricks around self-publishing and writing, subscribe to my channel and please like my video if you found it helpful. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.